could keep me away. Yeah, I was listening to Jid. Sup. Jid has a concert coming to Zurich March 18th. I'm trying to find somebody who want to go. I want to buy the tickets like now, and I should, honestly. Like the last few things. What's up, Flip? Last few things I've done in terms of events. I went by myself. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I was streaming then. I might have talked about it when I was DC Worlds Collide. I went to the Josh Johnson show. Thinking of his podcast. I went to Josh Johnson stand-up in Amsterdam. And that was a fun trip. I went by myself. This was my I don't need no woman moment where after the breakup I was like, all right, I'm seeing Josh Johnson is in Amsterdam. He was all over Europe, but I was like, Amsterdam, sure, why not? Let's go. Bought the ticket, went up there by myself just for like a weekend. When I tell you I had a good time, and it wasn't even anything crazy. I was really just chill. Very chill. Let's see, we'll do this. Oh, do I have to do it? Yeah, that's right. I don't know why I'm acting stupid. And it was a good time, man. I loved every bit of it. So the question now is, Jid is coming, but it's not somewhere as cool as Amsterdam. It's going to be here in Zurich. And so, I don't know. Oh, and my homegirl, Alessia, told me that Josh Johnson is going to London now. And I know she's trying to get me to go because she wants me to go there with her to meet her boyfriend and everything else. Which is cool. And my lady is from the UK. I don't know. Am I going to start going to the UK now more often? Man. Anyway, let me go ahead and clean up this interlude from Toshihiro. We'll do this and then try to hop into Trial Tower. Well, let's go to A. It's in Zurich. It's in Zurich. You live... Don't you live in the Midwest? I think. You're a lot closer to him than I am right now. He got to take a flight. I think there's a few more shows over there across the pond. But, yeah, he's coming, and I don't know. I want to go to the concert. Plus, I'm also... Here's the other thing, too. I know Jid is closer to my age than to, like, the younger generation. He's, like, what, 35, 36, right? But I still feel like I don't want to be the old man at a rap concert. Am I tripping? I don't want to be the old man at a rap concert. It is the week before my birthday. Wait, you're in NYC? Why did I think I had Milwaukee or Minnesota or something in my head this whole time? Damn. Okay. All right. So then it's even later for you. Okay. I don't know why I had that in my head this whole time. My bad. But yeah. We'll see. Am I going to be the old man at the rap concert? It is Zurich, so like in Europe the age thing isn't quite so. I don't know, Flip. I have no idea where that came from. Somewhere in my head I got the impression that you were like in the Midwest chilling, like not even like in a bad way or anything like that, just there. I have no idea. It must have come from somewhere. Maybe I'm confusing it with something else. 12, 14. Yeah, exactly. So you're even later, because Midwest would be 11, 14, Mountain is 10, 14, and then California, West Coast, 9, 14. And actually this is the time I should be calling the homie Stuart and Stevie, but it's alright. Oh wait, I don't even have my I was listening back. I think I do want to add some music, but it has to be royalty free. Anything I try to put up gets copyright strikes or blocked. So I want to be sure that I can play the music. So it has to be royalty free. This sounds like trash. It has to be royalty free. There were a couple of good ones around there. I don't know. We'll see. I might look into that later. But I was editing the videos and I was like, it does sound a little empty. So like a little bit of music in the background. All right. Anyway, also, I cannot express how close I was to spending an absurd amount of money to try to get Eyes into B4. I really want him at B4, and I'm terrified. This is the FOMO that people talk about. I'm terrified of not knowing when he. This is the one flaw in their communications, and maybe they're just still trying to figure it out. The one flaw in their communication, and I'll let it slide because everything else has been like top notch in terms of communication. So this is the one flaw. I need to know what happens with these SSRs after the fact. Like, is this their cash grab kind of thing, of where they're like, and I mean, a company got to make money. I'm not like poo-pooing it necessarily, but yeah. If I don't know that Eisen, if I if Eisen doesn't come back for like 6 months, and I won't have a chance to break boundaries, I want B4. I want this ignoring 50% of defense. I do now. And we haven't gotten word one about what happens with Ichigo. Ichigo was the first SSR, like he was the introductory limited time SSR. We haven't heard boo from him since he disappeared, since his event ended. So then with the Eisen thing, whatever they do, rotate him, I guess, how long? That's the $1 million question. Yeah, for them, that's the $1 million question for them. They're trying to get these millions. Again, I don't begrudge the companies having to make money. I get that part. I just need a little bit more information on that side of things. And I think maybe this is where, I don't know, you let the first 6 months boost up the game because people don't know how long it's gonna last, and then you have to communicate. Oh, Ichigo's coming back. You know what I mean? Like, and how many characters in the very beginning could people get excited about? Truth be told, well, am I about to be ignorant to something right now? I feel like Toshihiro, though he wouldn't have been a character I looked forward to, although he might be somebody else's favorite. I don't know. Ichigo, Bankai, of course, is a character people look forward to. Aizen, main villain, and I this is why I'm kind of like hesitant to say this stuff. I poo-pooed him until somebody brought up best villain in anime, one of, and I was like, no, he ain't. And I thought I was like, okay, he's in the Mount Rushmore. Kind of funny to say. Okay. But Jin, though some people said are their favorite, I don't know how many people. I guess your favorite. So Kenpachi's the only next one that I think people would get excited for. Maybe Mayuri because he's weird as hell. And then I can't think of any other characters that would make people like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's me. Well, the Visors, when they come in, there's a couple of my like. No, okay, now, I mean, there's a few. I'm basically trying to justify in my head whether they would have a rotation or if they would start releasing the characters into the limited time, into the standard banners. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because is it a rotation would mean that these are going to be the characters for a while? Head captain. I would want a head captain because I know he would be powerful. I don't know if I'm right. Although head captain went down like a G in Thousand Years War. That made me like him. He did go down like a G. He went down like a G at the end. He did. Spoiler alert. He went down like a G. He's going a man who's going to die on his feet. He's never going to live on his knees. That's what he told you. That's what he told you. I'm going to die on my feet, dog. I'm not going to live on my knees. You're going to have to come see about me. Yeah, that was a cool scene, though. I have to admit. That was a cool scene. The one I'm thinking of. I was shocked by it, too. All right. Bleach might be better than I give it credit for. Damn, I keep thinking about like, is it really that good? Is it like I like it, but is it really that good? But then I'll go through the moments out like after the Saturday when they were doing the Rukia stuff, and it's like, no, no, they had legit like moments. They did, and I'm poo pooing on it, but they did have like legit moments. It was legit good. Okay, I don't know why I poo poo it like that. Or like in my head, mentally, I'm just kind of like, is it one of them ones? It might be one of them ones. Oh, it definitely is. I don't know why I poo-poo it like that. Anyway, I don't think I can clear the stage in 200 seconds. Who was I going at this with? Momo might be the weak spot here. Can I build another team? Because okay. In my head, I want to put Kitsuke with Aizen wherever it goes, but there isn't like a drop off in enemy here, if that makes sense. Usually, 92, 85 or something, just so you could put your weaker team here. This one requires both teams to be strong as hell. Also, does it give you, it doesn't give like a recommended like battle type, damage type. What's up, Corey? I was just not debating, I'm doing my typical, as RJ would call it, starburst brain thing, where I'm going through different things in Bleach. And I don't know why I kind of like downplay the series in my head. Like, is it really that popular that people really like it like that? And then every time I start thinking about like moments from Bleach, I'm like, oh no, these moments were awesome. These things were awesome to happen. Speaking of, we were talking about like what other characters, and Corey, you could participate in this. Anybody can. Everybody can. Okay, aside from Kenpachi, give me 3 characters you would be excited about coming into the game. I can think of one. I like the Visors. I'm not excited, but I'll be happy to see him come. Nell would be the only other one. It's Kenpachi, Nell, and I said one person before, but I can't even remember now. Who would be the other characters that you were excited about coming to the game, and that would be an SSR? Because I think Nell would be an SSR. Some of the visors would be SSRs, a couple of them. I can't remember the names right now. I just did the relationship deduction, so I should probably look at that. Some of them would be, actually the relationship deduction does help me remember their names. So for example, Solfan, she could be an SSR. They could also make her an SR, right? So there was no doubt that Yaruichi would be an SSR, if that makes sense. Am I making sense? This other character who became a Visor, I can't see her name properly right now. Sarugaki, the girl, blonde hair, ponytails. I could see her being an SSR, or I could see her being an SR. I would say SSR. So, like, what characters would you guys be excited about coming to the game? Because, yeah, okay, Stark. Oh, Grimjow. Grimjow was the only one. It was Nell, Grimjow. Thank you for that. Stark reminded me. Yeah, those would be SSRs. You're not wrong, Flip. You couldn't put the head captain in as an SR. Damn, yeah, you're right about that. All right, I'm gonna fight this and see what happens. You're right about that. Stark, yeah. I honestly though, and I would say I'm gonna have to look up his name again. I can't say. Ulquiorra. Ulquiorra. We're gonna go with that one for right now. I cannot remember how to say his name. Him to me, yeah, SSR, and just to make you mad. Just to make you mad, I would love to put in Stark as an SR. I would love it. I would love it for it. I know we're supposed to be cool and everything, and I'm not trying to wish any evil on you, but to see you lose it. to see just nothing but you typing in all caps for the next 3 days. That would be hilarious. No, so yeah, Yamamoto the head captain, he's gonna have to be SSR and did go out like a G. Stark would be a full range unit, yeah. He would. And he would be a good SSR. Am I holding Sorry. Um, I guess he would be full assault, right? No, actually, he might be tactical. Stark might be tactical, similar to Shunsu, Drunk Captain. I think he might be tactical as well. I don't know about support, but his whole demeanor, their whole demeanor is part of who they are, but it's also part of like what they do, if that makes sense. How their tactics work. I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna watch you real quick, and then I'm gonna go at you. So he might be tactical. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even the bullets that follow you, that's tactical. Stark might be tactical. I would put him there before I would put him on full assault. Same thing with Shun Tzu. I would put him drunk captain. I'm just gonna call him that. I would put him as tactical as well, because their demeanors are also part of their tactics. Just have you easy. Shinji, that was the other one I was trying to think of. He would be probably SSR. I'm surprised they made Margito an SR, but I mean, not so surprised. That makes sense, honestly. Actually, I'm more surprised. Well, no, Jin played a major role too. Yeah, I don't know. But overall, the thought process is, or the question is, how many characters could legitimately end up being SRs? If it could be a lot, then that would lend itself to you making the SSRs part of the regular standard banner. If there's only like, when I say only, 3 weeks out of the year, let's say 12, 15, then you would do a rotation and it'd be a yearly rotation. If you think there's like 6 to 8, that would be a standard rotation, like 6 month rotation. Do you see what I mean? This is why I'm trying to think of that stuff. You just named 3 that would be flip. I'm saying you just named 3 that would legitimately be SSRs. I named a couple. I'm sure others could too. So if that's the case of characters that could be legit SSRs, either they're taking some of these characters and making them SRs and then doing the rotation, or they're going to put the SSRs into the standard banner, because asking people to wait longer than a year for a character to come back around is insane. That is insane. I don't know if anybody would stick around that long, unless you're just dumping so much amazing content. But to use Kenpachi as an example, if I am a Kenpachi fan, I love him. He comes out in 3 months, and I don't start the game until 3.5 months, and I miss him. You mean to tell me I gotta wait a year to get my favorite character? I'm out. I'm out. I might play around for a little bit, but then the more I see Kenpachi on like content creative stuff and say, oh, he's amazing, use him, I'll be like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to play. I'm done with this game. So it strikes me with the number of characters that I've just thought of. If they're gonna be SSRs, that means that SRs have to be moved to standard banner and not a rotation. Because any rotation longer than 3 to 6 months is a lot to ask of your fan base, unless you're putting out like goo gobs of content to fight through and fun stuff. I will say the little side stuff, the puzzles, the recipes, all that stuff is fun. But that's not the main spirit of the game. It just seems to be like fun little things to get you to do something to help develop your characters, give you more resources. I don't know. All that being said, this has been my thought process for the last couple of days as I try to figure out if I'm going to force my way into... I did it! If I'm going to force my way into trying to get Aizen to B4. By force my way, I mean like cash, which I don't want to spend. But, I got his other bond too. That is what is up. Yeah. Where are we going? Where are you going? What are you doing? What's going on? What's up? What's going on? Mayuri. Did I name Mayuri? He would be SSR. His Subordinate is already in the game. Maybe he comes next since Nemu's already in the game. She started off in the game. Okay. Bond. There we go. That's what I was thinking of. Right here. Oh, just a regular old Bond. Okay. Just a regular. Increases battlefield skill damage by 15% during battle. Only effective on tactical characters. And the, what you call it, this one is more, right? Increases all damage during battle. Oh, this is all damage. And then this one is just battlefield skill damage. Where are the other ones? Checkpoint reward? What's this? Oh, right. And I need to unlock level 7 or chapter 8 by getting to level 65. And I need about 500 more. Or 5,000 more experience to do that. Let's check that real quick too. And then see where I'm farming, potentially. I need 5,000 more. And I will be at level 65 and I will unlock other things. Alright. Oh, yeah, claim. We'll take that. Am I going to push for more Eisen? And try to get him up to, like, I can't believe the way that this started off when Eisen came out was like, oh, you only need to pull him one time, and now I'm like legitimately contemplating, do I need to pull him another time? Let's see. So skill improvement, level increased by 2. Complete the current ascension to obtain, oh, this avatar, yeah. Okay, and then this is the 50%. Oh my goodness. What do we do? What do we do? Well, what we're first going to do is go play a little bit more. We'll go to not trial. Well, actually, let me double check this stuff real quick too. I've covered all this. I've got my free attempts here. Stamp corridor. We got a 5 pull. The thinking is save it. I'm like, why save it when we know what's about to happen? I need to get to level 65 actually if I want to do this. So maybe I do need to farm a little bit more on the XP. Let's go to the battle pass. Let's see. Qualification elimination. This gives me 1,500. I still have not joined a guild or any of that stuff. And I need to score 10,000. So let's go qualification elimination real quick and just grab that XP real fast. Who do I need it for? There's somebody's passive. I want to say it's Byakuya's. He is getting more and more pushed out of the game or my roster play the more I play with Eisen. So this passive can be boosted up to 2 already. Can be boosted up to 3. So then that means that it can for these others too, right? See what I mean? Kitsuke gets it then. We'll go here, and it's not going to be enough, but we're still going to fight for this side of it. Challenge. Let's go. Oh, neck pain. Hooray. All right. Do we go like full? Do we go full whale? It's not whale, because I'm not about to spend 500 bucks on Eisen. I need 2 more copies. I need 35 gacha tickets to get my next guarantee SSR. And it could happen before that. This is how addicts talk. The very next one could be him. Oh, I just got home. It's cold outside. Bruh, who you telling over here? Although it did snow yesterday, which meant it got a little bit warmer. The past week has been, I don't know. Celsius has been like between -2 and -4. In Fahrenheit, let me see what that is. I forgot. The thing is I know how, because I'm from Alabama, and this is going to sound so stupid. I know how warm feels in Fahrenheit. I know how cold feels in Celsius because I moved to Switzerland and we ain't have it like this in Alabama. So when they're like, oh, it's 10 degrees, it's 5 degrees, it's 0, it's -2, I know what that feels like in the cold in Switzerland. So I'll be over here and I'll be like, man, it's so cold. It must be like -1, -2. But I can't translate that to Fahrenheit because in Alabama, we ain't had them problems. So if it's heat wise, I'm like, oh, it feels like it's about 101, which I can translate to like about 35, right? I can translate that. I can't translate the cold because I ain't had the cold before I came here. Not for real. I thought I knew cold, and guess what? It was wrong. C to F, which sounds dirty, but it ain't. C to F. So Celsius -2. Yeah, so it's been like 28 degrees so it's been 24 to 28 degrees lately. So it's been cold over here. It warmed up a little bit. It went up to a whopping, I guess it's going to be 35 degrees yesterday. It started snowing. That's so weird. Anyway, funny facts. So I could do this one more time and then actually take this passive out. And I do have the spirit for it, spirit power. I keep getting myself distracted from the skills that I was doing beforehand, but it is what it is. Now I'm going to end up like trying to need slash practice. I did finish up Kitsuke's weapon too. I think it was his. Or was it Yakuya's weapon? That was falling short. Oh, and Arjun, I had a starburst moment, but you weren't here for it. I'm trying to figure out, well, random stuff, but then coming right back around, trying to figure out, and just speculation, fun stuff to talk about. They'll tell us at some point how they're going to handle SSRs going forward. And Flip says rotation, and that's what I've been hearing, rotation. So then in my head, because I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to pull for more Aizen, because I really want him at B4. If it's a rotation, then my first question is how many characters, how many not released characters do you feel like would be SSRs in this game? Because we just I named another 3, another 4, another 5. What's up, Sonny? 3 have come out, right? So let's say there's only another 9. If there's only another 9, that means that about 9 months to a year from now, you can expect Ichigo Bankai to come back. And I don't see them making people wait a year for Ichigo to come back, because a lot of people would be like, I'm pissed, I'm not playing anymore. And my example was if Kenpachi comes out, let's say he was the next one, not Jin, and I just start like 2 weeks from now, and I can't get Kenpachi, and he's my favorite character, you mean to tell me I'm going to have to wait a year to get Kenpachi? No. Unless your game is just helping me ignore the fact that I don't have my favorite character, there's a good chance I'm a dip. So in my head, it is they're going to move them from limited time. They put them out there for 3 weeks. 2 months later, they end up being in the standard banner. I think that's the route. At least that's the route that would make the most sense to me, because there's too many SSRs that could come out. By that same token, though, it's not an infinite number of SSRs. Let's say there's like another 15. So then after a year and a half, you're going to be out of new SSR characters unless you just start to reskin and remold the other ones. I don't know. But in gacha games, part of the building the fan base and getting people more and more gotcha is having a deep pool of heroes that you have one ticket to get the one that you want, and then you're probably not going to get them. So you keep pulling. So I do not see them doing a rotation, but it's possible. I could be wrong. I am wrong a lot. Okay, so those points went in and did absolutely nothing for me. The new Zaraki fight is really hard. In the Zaraki fight, you have only 1 HP on your character the moment he attacks you. Your character gets one-shotted. There's a new Kenpachi. I don't even know that I looked at that yet. Because I was so, well, see how much I click on the store? I do it immediately without even realizing. And all I do is look like, is there anything else I can do to try to get a gotcha ticket? The new combat training. This thing. I have not touched it since. Dodge Kenpachi's attacks. And this, oh, but wait, this is not auto, right? Rotation based on a number of characters per month. Yeah, but the thing is there's only going to be 1 character per month now. You get 1 SSR, and then you get, I don't know how many SRs. Because they're saying that, or they put out the news, that 1 character is going to be a 3-week thing. So if you have more than 12 characters, that means on a rotation, that character comes back around once a year. That's a long time to ask people to wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, nope, not auto. Ooh, I don't know if I can do this here now. I could do it a little bit. What rewards do we get here? Some Jade. We get some Jade, some XP. The reason why I'm hesitant is because I don't want to have my head. I think I've told you I don't want to have my head down like playing. That's not great for streaming. And you can't fight with Aizen. Yo, no, jerks. You only fight with limited characters. It took me a lot of attempts to beat it. Okay, this makes it less exciting for me. I'll do this one later. I'll do it later for the rewards, but this game modes like this, I think is good for newer players, and I'm still a newer player. It's a newer game, but then I've built up my roster, and I want to try it out and see what it does. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see how good my roster is, so I'll come back to that at a later time. Excuse me. Celebration check-in. Well, that's not going to happen until... And these are all regular. Okay, this is 5 stamp. Whoa. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3. This is 5 stamps for $1.50? What? What? That's $1.50 for 5 stamps. That is actually a really good deal. The best deal they have in their shop is like 50 cents for 1. And that's on a bonus. Yeah, it needs skills to beat. I'm gonna try to go at it. What? Hold on. What? That seems light. Oh, I'll think on that one. I like this event. Actually, it was a challenge for. Oh no poo-pooing. If you like it, that's cool. That's cool. My one gripe is I kind of maybe give both, like they did with the other challenge, which I did end up using like the characters they gave to you to finish it, was to where like I could either use my roster or use the characters that are provided, and then give different rewards based off of it. Maybe the better rewards go to the ones where you do it with the provided characters because that requires more skill, and then the ones where it's like just people with massive rosters beating down the enemy gets like lesser rewards or whatever that case may be. But no, glad you liked it. This is a problem. You guys are seeing me melt down already because I was ignoring this stuff. I did not realize that was a thing. All right, so we'll go back here. I did not realize that was a thing. This $1.50 for this, that is a really good deal, actually. All right. Also, like for example, Snowball Assault. That's fun. This is actually fun. Currently, I'm at 12,000 Jade and 15 limited SSR gotcha tickets. Am I looking good? It depends on what you want to do. Because you have Aizen already. And I guess you're going to pull for Jin, or either you're saving. If you're saving up for like a Kenpachi or whatever, then I would say you're in good shape because By the time he comes at the rate that you're saving, well, I don't know when he's coming. I don't know when he's coming. But let's say he comes after Jin at the rate that you're saving, you get at least one guaranteed pull of him at minimum. And if you luck up and get two pulls, I've done this. It's fun. I like the snowball event. It was pretty fun actually. I haven't finished it, but I did like it. I did enjoy it. As you can clearly see, I did enjoy it though. And I did some of the culinary stuff, and it's like I'm getting through it. I'm bad at this, and I cook for real in real life. Like I'm a pretty good cook. Not the best, but I ain't bad. Okay, so I'm gonna go into Trial Tower. As you can see, there has been further progression. Right now, I'm stuck on /14, and I got up to this far on this dude with Aizen and Kitsuke. I keep wanting to say that Aizen is the problem here, and we're gonna remove Aizen right now and go back at this battle with what's his face, Byakuya in there. I have been working on Byakuya. I have been putting more resources into him. I believe his weapon is up to level 80 now, so it should be okay. I don't know if this is gonna beat it though. I do not know. And I do also need to find a way to get more XP into my player level so I can go ahead and hit Adventure Chapter 8. And there's another thing that unlocks at 65. I can't remember right now. Yeah, Frenzy Feast I've done it before. I haven't done it this week. Because that's also one of those manual gameplay things. And if I'm busy during the day, which I was yesterday, then I just don't have the time to sit down and do it. And then by the time the evening comes, I'm trying to play Hogwarts right now. I'm enjoying it. For some reason, the music and the gameplay itself, I guess this is how people feel about Red Dead Redemption 2, is very calming and it was very chill. So I was just very much like just walking through Hogwarts, doing the little assignments, having a good time, chilling. Not so intense. That was fun. It was enjoyable. But yeah, I need to get to the manual gameplay parts of the game, the Frenzy Feast and the one actually you just said, the one for Kenpachi, and get those resources. Yeah, I reached 65 today. No, it'll all come to a plateau because you'll see as you get higher and higher, it starts to suck and suck more and more. Oh boy. Okay. I mean, Ichigo puts up numbers too. Ichigo puts up, and here's the other funny part too. Here's the other funny part too. I don't even want to look at the boundaries for Ichigo or Toshihiro because I feel like I missed out, and I don't want to do that right now because after realizing how good the B4 was for Aizen and how much now I want to pull for him more and more and more, I kinda want to know what I missed with Ichigo and Toshihiro by not pulling for them more and waiting. Oh no, the stamina goes by fast. It's a legit. Soon as reset hits, I even buy some spirit with Jade, and it's gone like that. It is going so fast. Oh, but you could also do the personal trainings. There's Jade in there too if you haven't completed all of those yet. It's only like 20, but then again, those things tell you exactly what to do, and it lasts for like 5 minutes. True, fair. That's fair. Well, you'll get there eventually. Well, depending on if they put it on a rotation or move them to standard banner, you'll get there eventually. Here's the other part of the standard banner too. So it's gonna just be a standard banner with SRs and the first 6 SSRs in perpetuity. I don't see that being the case. I don't see that being the case at all. Because then standard banner becomes like obsolete and inconsequential. Sup, C dot. So we worked this with Can you please break past this? Can you please? Can you please? Can you please? Counter. There we go. Alright. I was about to say we worked this with Aizen and we can't get past level, like room 1 with Byakuya. It's going to be insane. Look at how much. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see. I feel like you shouldn't care what you missed out on. No, I agree with you. I agree with you, C. Dot. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. But it does lend itself towards planning. And actually, and this is, and maybe you weren't here before, it's gonna be good characters that are top tier. True. For Ikaku, I would hold off. He's good. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. If you don't have, if you don't have any specific person in mind just yet, any kind of specific character in mind, and granted the calendar doesn't go out for the next 6 months, it only tells you what the next one is. I say only, but it's still good. If it's gonna cost you Jade, don't. If you have the tickets already, I might also say this is the other part, the next step of it, the free to play step of it. Save your. I've burned all of my standard banner tickets. I don't care about those that much. I do have all the characters, but I just pull on it. Maybe I should wait, because if they do move those SSRs into the banner, cool, and then you could try to farm them from there, whether it's a rotation or, I don't know if downgrade is the word I want to use, but then they just move them to standard banner. I don't know. However, if you're in you seem to be the kind of resource manager that hoards a lot, and then when something comes up, then you'll just burn all your resources, which is essentially what I did with Aizen. So if that's the case, and you're hesitant, I'm not saying Ikaku's the one that's gonna push you over the edge. Does that make sense? Like if let's say next week Aizen gets put into standard banner, then I would say, yeah, go ahead and keep pulling. Pull, and hopefully you get him. Ikaku, Toshihiro will be the same way. So with Bankai. Ikaku, though good, and though I have him and I've used him, and I could even display him a little bit more here when I go to Thrust Tower. I don't know if he's worth the chance to get him and burning your tickets if you'd rather save. I didn't know Frenzy gives you so much stuff. Oh, does it now? You can just do the lower levels over and over if you don't got the straight. Did it give that much? I didn't even check. It resets weekly. Sonny, the feast frenzy feast, whatever. I always think fancy feast now, that cat food. It resets weekly, and you're supposed to do it daily. I think it's like daily attempts with a weekly score, and then you get something at the end of it. If I'm not wrong, right? And then as you do, you keep building up the levels. So like if you haven't done it now, you defeat difficulty 1. And C dot, say like I'm right or I'm completely off. Like you complete difficulty 1 and then difficulty 2 on one day, because you have like 5 attempts, and then the next day you could do difficulty 3 and difficulty 4 and keep going down, or you could stay at difficulty 2 or 3 and try to like improve your score there and get more from those levels, right? I'm right, I think. And I think it's only difficulty 1 doesn't have auto. Because I feel like, unless I'm confusing it with Battle Rewind, I think that I've been doing it on auto. Am I crazy? I should be doing Frenzy Feast every day too. I should be doing it every day. As a matter of Byakuya, you're the reason why we lose. I can't get past room 2 with Byakuya, but I can get to 3 with Aizen. Damn. Okay. But now this creates another problem for me. None have auto unless I'm tripping. This creates a different issue for me with different. How? Okay. Sorry, that was my best parcel tongue voice. And I can show you this one later. Now I gotta check Frenzy Feast. Yeah, so basically we can today's attempts 5 of 5. Phase 1. And I should be doing this to stack them scores. And because reset isn't an hour, and I do hate doing this on screen, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I made the mistake, and the more you talk about it, the more I'm like, I should be doing this every day. All right, but then once the type's locked for the day, so I should be using only spirit characters here. All right, so let's get Momo in. We have, yeah, well, I took a level 80 already anyway, so excuse me. Yep, so sorry. I'm gonna be looking at this direction, like this. I do not like this. All right. And man, I wish I had a controller. Yeah, of course we come in with the rock. Or not the rock, Stone Cold. Oh yeah, I forgot to put Momo out. Give him a snare. And immediately go into Aizen. I don't know how much skill I need to actually display while doing this. I really don't know how much skill I need to display while. Yep, that's the end of that. It gives a good amount of stuff. Yo, that's, I think, the highest ever I've gotten. And Aizen did it all. Okay, so save record, confirm. Boom, locked in. So then we'll go to the next couple of difficulties. Now this is where I find out if I was super... Yeah, well, I was probably wrong. Because I haven't done Frenzy Feasted that much. Knowing that it gives a good amount of resources then. Okay. Nope, wasn't auto. I was wrong. Alright, so we go ahead and Stone Cold Steve Austin, everybody. Oh, for real. Oh, did not mean to do that, but it's okay. We'll let that run. Jesus, Aizen. What are you doing, man? Toshihiro wants to shine too, but he can't. Only 15 hits though. That was bad. See, it's the time, man. Bruh. You're on 62, so apparent 65, you get everything. You just got to level 60. Congratulations, Adrian. Congratulations. Yo, Aizen is a cheat code. I feel like I should be done and tired of talking about him, but it's just so good. Oh boy. Okay, I'm out of coffee. Oh man, I'm discombobulated. So this one was, I got 5,800 out of 5,000, 4,800 out of 5,000. Now, I've never done these numbers before. Let's just be straight up about it. So now it's level 80. This is going to be my, I guess, my last daily attempt on Spirit, and then I'll go for the other side of things. Or should I just, and I'm asking the question, should I just stick with doing what I've been did, which is basically just stack up my score only on the Spirit side of things. and then completely ignore the, I guess it's slash damage side. Oh, I didn't even use Momo in the last fight. That's nuts. I didn't even use Momo in the last fight. I forgot she was there. The little Pomeranian got missed. I guess the bigger question would be is I could go to the other side, check what score I would get, and then if that score would be better than difficulty 4, I would lock in that score and then keep progressing from there. I guess that would be the Momo. We need you out there for 30 seconds. You put not 30 seconds. We need you out there for a second. You put out that little snare and you get the hell off the field. Go on, Toshihiro. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do I bring him in? Do I bring him in? I'll bring him in now. Maybe I should have hit that. Wow. Maybe I should have hit the ultimate from Toshihiro first. And then we do this. Bye, Yao. I mean, Toshihiro's not a slouch either. He's no slouch either. Oh, let me find out. Like he's doing it too. Toshihiro really is good. Yeah, he's definitely. No games. My spirit team is by far the best. And I would say, someone, when I first got to the game, someone said that the Slash team is OP. Not no more. Not versus what the Spirit team does. Not anymore. I mean, with Aizen, of course, especially, but Toshihiro is laying down. Is getting to work. Okay, victory. Alright. So I don't think that score's going to be as good as the other one. Okay, 5955. I'm going to save that record as well. Confirm. Okay, so then this puts us up at like, what, 15,000? We're going to back out. Level, yeah, so 16,000. So then the question would be, would it be better for me to score here? So let's confirm. Now the characters I could use. And I'm wondering if I could still use my Yaro, if I could still use this team. Yeah, see, okay, so see, I can't use that. So then I have to put in Nemu, but I don't, having to put in Nemu sounds stupid. So then that would probably come out better. Are they going to add PvP? I could see them adding it, and I can see them not. Oh, so this helps get all the Jade? Okay. Am I doing... I mean, I guess it has to be Nemu. Just for her ultimate, because she adds... She does add some strike damage to Yaruichi when she does her ultimate. And she should go out first, actually. There's no other like support SSR that does anything for her. Alright, let's give it a shot then. I'm genuinely thinking that level 90. I think now people are trying to troll you too, Flip. And Trial Tower is PvP, kind of, maybe. Not really, no. But still, what would it be? It would be basically like this. Think of Trial Tower, except that people get to set up their own defenses. And then you go at their defense with your team. That's it. Same thing. same exact thing. You just set up a floor of Trial Tower and say, all right, you get to decide what characters go in. And I put in Toshihiro, Aizen, and Kitsuke, and then you try to beat that with whatever team you got. And as Flip would be worried about, that ish would get so toxic so fast. So fast. So fast. And I would be autoing, but I autoed in every game. I autoed in every game. But yeah, that would be it, and that would be toxic. That would get toxic. Just your team is better. Basically, yeah, that's all it would be. That's all it would be. There would be rankings and levels of, and it would end up like distilling itself into the whales, the krakens, the whales, dolphins, salmons, and then free to play. And that's just how it would divide itself up. And then the free to play and the salmons and the dolphins would complain about the whales and the krakens being at the top. Well, some of them would. I would not give a damn. And then that would just that would just go from there. So yeah, that is exactly how that would go. And some people would auto it. Some people who would be like those e-gamers, for real, this is what I do. They would do it manually, and manual is always going to be auto. But a lot of people just auto it. Come on, Yoruichi, let's go. And let her handle her business. Got him. Okay. So what I just described is probably Flip's worst nightmare. I don't know if I should save this. So I know I get 4,000 here, right? Thereabouts. Yeah, krakens, the larger things to whales, krakens. Not crackheads. Albeit, if you said Bleach was crack, if you said mobile gaming was crack. So, I get 4,000 here. I'm gonna save this record. Okay, now what was my output last time on this one? Just because I don't feel, this is where I get lazy. It was 5,955. Oh no, see that's the thing too. Like what if they did any kind of PvP, it would give out barely any rewards. That's the thing. That's where they would be like, no. This is all going to be talent, skill, or whatever. And a lot of people will just like let that ride to the side, or just not be a part of it and try to do the other game modes. But then this would make the other game modes get a lot more pressure because people would then want more resources so they could then go compete in PvP. Not everybody. Flip feels like this would flip the entire game. Get it? Would flip the entire game into toxicity. I think it would just be a toxic area of the game, and then you could just leave that alone and stay in the nicer Elysian fields of Bleach. And you let other folks go to Hades and the underworld and handle that. And you just stay over here in the nice green pastures. I would dabble in Hades a little bit, but mostly in the Elysian fields. I'm enjoying the Elysian fields right now. I might take a trip, though, to the underworld every once in a while. I love dogs. Three-headed dog? Come on. Anyway, I don't know where that metaphor came from. Starburst brain, what's up, Argent? Anyway. I'm gonna go at it with this one now. Let's see if I would have gotten more than 4,000 at level 90, running level 80 characters. Or level difficulty 4, recommending level 90 characters with level 80 characters. Let's see what happens. Excuse me. Oh, did not mean to do that, but that's always good because it gets us immediately to Kitsuke, who likes to just walk around solemnly for a bit. We will do this. Actually, I wonder if I should pull him off the field to run that. Momo's going to have to come in sometime soon, too. just to put out her snare, and then we get her up out the paint. Alright, so it's, let me see. I haven't been able to really check the health. I'm just attacking. Ooh, that's not as much damage as before. That's not as much damage as before. We might have a problem. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Toshihiro, get in here. Hurt people. Hurt people. Oh yeah, I got a counter and stuff. I forgot all about that. I was so used to just Aizen annihilating people. Come on now. What's up with this new orange arrow? Anyway. Put out the snare, Momo. There you go. Look at you doing stuff in this fight. Go away. We are down to 15 bars. Let's go put our damage dealer back in and then let his ultimate run. And actually, one thing I'm thinking about doing right now is charging this all up for his ultimate, pulling in Aizen. When Toshihiro's ultimate gets charged, no! I thought he was about to end me. I've never seen that happen before. I thought he was about to make me have a terrible day. Okay, so what is this? What are we doing? What's going on? Did he knock me out? Okay. Kitsuke, I'm gonna need you to calm the hell down, bro. I'm gonna need you to calm down, dog. I'm gonna need you to calm down. I don't like where this is going. I just wanted a civil conversation. Here we go. Bam. Alright. That did no damage. Why we got this glowing diamond on us? Get off me. Okay, that did much better damage. Get off me. And he's countering everything. I should be countering a lot more than I actually am. Let's be real. God, damn you, sir. Damn you, sir. That is not nearly the amount of damage I was hoping for. I really need to focus on him. And oh yes, got him, got him, got him, got him. Get in there, Aizen, do stuff. Frozen, yep, got him. Got him a little bit. Let's see. Can we melt through this? Can we get through this? Now, do we get him? Do we get him? Do we get him? Come on now. Give me a million. Or not even half. But that's okay. That is okay. We can still get there, I think. Toshihiro, let's get you in a little bit. What is this madness that you've got going on right now? I really need Toshihiro's ultimate too. Yeah, okay, this is exactly what I wanted. So now we go in with this. I was looking for the ultimate from Toshihiro. We end up with that. Where is Buddy's ultimate? There it is. Within 20 seconds, I think. I only gave us 600k. But now we are in a better way. 7 seconds left. Come on. Got him. Okay. That was a lot of work for 4,400. Time rating, of course, that was bad. Damage rating, that was a lot. All right, we'll save that record. Although now I'm curious, I feel like maybe I would have gotten a better record if I'd done difficulty 2 of what's his face. Whew, That was rough, and we almost didn't make it. Sorry, I didn't. This is why I don't like doing it. I didn't get a chance to read anything you guys have been writing. Phone died twice playing this game. Oh, is it? Does it drain battery like that? Because I've noticed my battery like falling quickly. Maybe that's it. Just downloaded Zenless Zone Zero today on PlayStation 5. Since they said Bleach basically studied the same the same type of gameplay. I feel like I can play it now. Okay. Well, and I keep saying this, and I should actually do it, which is get the emulator and try to. So this is my daily attempts. This was fun. It would be so much more fun if I had a controller. That's true. And I have been saying this multiple times. I need to go ahead and just get a controller, hook it up, and then try to put the emulator together and do all that jazz. Maybe that'll be part of my adulting task today. That's right. I keep a list of adulting tasks. And yesterday I succeeded at everything. Sup. And so, the two things we need to do. PS5 to Office, which sounds like a problem. And then emulator, Bleach, and then controller. Someone has said they've been able to do it. I'm going to try it. Let's see what happens. I do not know, cannot confirm nor deny at the moment. What I'm going to do, and then here goes your weekly stuff. So yeah, this then makes sense. If I can get up to 50,000, then I will end up getting 500, well, just under 500 jade, 480 jade. Some of this stuff would be okay. All right, so the resources aren't bad here. They ain't that bad. And given that I've only started now, how much we have 2 days left, I should be, well, no, I should be able to get to 50,000. Here's hoping. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, so there's the weekly score. And then you get, of course, these as well. Let's go ahead and get over. I should focus on Frenzy. Feast every day for a little bit. How long did that take me? 15, 20 minutes? We can do that. We can do that. So I'm going to make a cup of coffee real quick. And then we're going to play around for another like 40 minutes before I have to call it a video. I'm leaving Stamp Corridor alone for now because I have all the core stamps I need and not enough to pull. This is the weekly battle rewind, and this is the one. Is this the one that's auto? Yeah. And then this is also the one where I'm trying to wait till level 65 because that's when this unlocks. That's what it was. I remember now. I wanted level 65 because now I could take, well, are you able to take your characters up to level 90 once you hit 65? Or is that when you hit 70? I think it's when you hit 70. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. In many ways, shoot. And you guys know what word I want to say. I can level up my characters to level 90 when I hit level 65. And my resources are burned to hell. Oh, wow. Or maybe not that bad. Well, yeah. Maybe not that bad. I don't know. Bro, I got Ikaku core stamp 3 times and don't even have it. Shoot. Another shoot. Dang, dog. By the way, I feel reinvigorated by shoot because Phillip Rivers' old ass is now back in the NFL. And he loves to say the word shoot. Okay, so I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. I gotta think. So that, how far away am I? I need 4,000 more, abouts, to get to level 65. That seems plausible for today. Whether that's on the stream or not, I'm not sure. But it seems plausible for today that I could get there. Wait, I've done all this, right? All this is... Why is it still here? This is all I've done, right? Maybe, oh, adventure achievement. This is gonna unlock another level once I get to level 65. Good to know. Battle rewind. This ended. What? Oh yeah. And what rewards do we get from this? As a team, yeah. So at the end of the day or the week, I need to either build or join a guild. Okay, so let's find a little area where we can play while I go make my coffee. We've already completed that stuff. No, that's not what I wanted. Challenge. We can display a little bit of Ikaku here. We were able to get to floor or to room 2 on floor 11, right? So we'll leave this for now. We'll put in Kaname and Ikaku, and that way you guys can see him, whether or not he's worth a damn. They seem like they're fun when you watch them play. I'm taking Aizen out because he likes to dominate the screen. Plus the battlefield effect, same deal. Kitsuke stays in. We start, and I make a cup of coffee. Oh, that was my neck. Damn. Alright, so cool. Be right back. Wait. Perfect timing. All right. Okay. I think I got it. Thanks for the encouragement. Okay, so I wasn't here. What do you guys think of Ikaku? Probably didn't get anything from that, did you? And I think I have him. No, I think I only pulled him once. I might have pulled him twice. Oh, no, I'm gonna raid a bit. You know what I'm saying? all my neck, all my back, all my neck and my back. Oh, I love that movie. I love that movie so much. Oh, what was this? I don't know why that all like convenience store scenes. That's why. That's the connection. Argent, don't you're gonna judge me because they immediately went to put your hands on the oodles and noodles, chicken or beef. Blue Streak, but that's another movie scene in convenience store. Ooh, okay, tangent, but yeah. Always like that movie. Oh, that movie. That yeah, that movie is all my neck, all my back, all my neck and my back. I'ma sue you for. I can't even remember what the amount was, but I said a lot of quote right now for that. Oh my god, Blue Streak is hilarious. I haven't watched Blue Streak in a minute. Oh, I haven't watched Friday. It might have been legitimately since college, since the last time I watched Friday. No, probably before college. It might have been high school. Last time I watched Friday. No, it had to be college. It had to be college. Oh God! Now you got me thinking about it. Should I be? Should I? Should I? No, I won't. I won't. I'll play video games tonight. But I'm thinking like, should I be? Should I watch? Because also, Friday is a certain kind of humor that I don't think is gonna play well in Switzerland. Feel me? Blue Streak doesn't delve that deep into the type of humor that Friday would. Friday is funny, but then I'm in Europe, so a lot of people are gonna be like, "Why do you hit that man with a trash can?" You know, like, why doesn't he just call the police? They'll help him, right? Blue Streak is one that will play in Europe a little bit more. I say all that to say, if I'm gonna watch Friday with somebody, I can't do that in Switzerland for real. Like there's not even the melanated those who are melanated on my side who speak English, UK and all that other stuff. They don't. It's a cultural thing. It's different. It's not. I saw this from a Denzel Washington when he was talking about a movie. I can't remember which one, where he was saying it's not. It's like why you get Steven Spielberg to direct Schindler's List. You know, what I mean, you get Martin Scorsese to direct Goodfellas because it's not a color thing; it's a culture thing. And if you're trying to get people to see inside the culture of that, that's going to be handled a little bit. Could Martin Scorsese, and his whole point, and it was a really good point. His whole point: could Martin Scorsese have directed Schindler's List? Yeah, but it ain't gonna have the same. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different when Spielberg does it because he is of that culture. Spielberg could have done Goodfellas, an amazing movie, but he ain't gonna have it like Scorsese had it. You know what I mean? So you could get Spielberg. This is a bad example, but you can get Spielberg to direct Friday, and it probably would have been a funny movie, but it's not the same as when Ice Cube writes and directs. You know what I mean? He didn't direct, he wrote it. But you know what I mean? Like it's different. And because of that cultural difference, it is got its nice niche of people who understand it, and you have another niche of people who like it, love it, find it funny, but then people who like understand it, and then other people who are like of it, and then it just spider webs out. I say all that to say, once you get to Europe, even the people who understand it are gonna be like, but why is he like trying to take his chain? Why is she trying to borrow? This might be an age thing. Why is she trying to borrow his VCR? Why is he so mad at her for coming over? Why is she scratching like that? You know what I mean? Like, why is her hair? You know, they won't get it. If that makes sense. My man, it's the weekend in the U.S. and so I finally catch a screen. What's up? What's up, Kels? But yeah, it's so like it's a like some joke. Okay, for example, VCRs, right? Like for example, Eddie Izzard. I watched Eddie Izzard's stand-up comedy for a while, and though I thought it was funny, it's not as funny as watching Bernie Mac to me. And part of that is culture, because it's not hell. Eddie Izzard isn't gonna strike the same chord with me as Jeff Foxworthy, because I understand, even though I'm not of Jeff Foxworthy's culture, because I'm around it more. I was around it from the U.S. and I understand what he's saying more, even though I'm not inside of it like that. Just like white people, some white people can understand Friday more, even though they aren't from there, because they know they've spectated on the culture a little bit. Eddie Izzard's culture, I haven't really been a spectator like that. I'm truly a tourist in that. So it's not going to hit the same as like Jeff Foxworthy talking about rednecks, because I'm like, I know some of them. I'm from Alabama. I know some of them. So, you know what I mean? It's different. It's a little bit different. Blue Streak does translate a little bit more because it's not as culturally steeped in culture as much. It's the Kevin Hart versus the Bernie Mac. Kevin Hart translates globally. Bernie Mac, he does have global. He did and started having global appeal. May he rest in peace. But in the beginning, Bernie Mac was talking about black women not liking having their hair touched. That speaks to a certain, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, let me stop. I feel like I'm dancing around this. I'm about to get myself in trouble. Let me stop. But I think you guys get what I'm saying. It's not even a color thing. It's a cultural thing. Anyway, learning culture in the last 4 years has been so enlightening for me. Half white, half Hispanic, but came out pale as a ghost with black hair. Went to El Salvador 2020. The staring was weird, but I got used to it. Yeah. Do you think the staring weird was that? And I'm saying, so black guy moved to Switzerland. I got a lot of, and it's not even like racist looks. It's kind of like, oh, this is new. That kind of look, where it's like, oh, I've only seen you guys on TV. Huh? Babe. It's a real one. Like, you know, I'm exaggerating so much. I'm really exaggerating a lot. But there is a difference when you move to a different culture. It's huge. It's a huge culture shock. A lot of people can't take it. But yeah. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't even like some of it has been racism. So I'm not gonna deny that. A lot of it is like, I remember, I'll never forget. I first moved over here 2 years, maybe not even 2 years, maybe 1 year in, and my wife at the time, whatever you want to call it, I went with her mother to meet one of her mother's friends, and the mother's friend was like just staring at me for a little bit and just like looking. And this is before I spoke German. She said something to the mom, and she was like, she loves your voice. And I was like, oh, that's cool, that's sweet. And then she was like, she wants to know if she can ask you questions. And I was like, okay, sure. But it was because Switzerland, mountains, like, and she was from the mountains. It's like city areas, of course, but like she was from like one of the mountain spots, right? And she looked at, because I was probably, and not even joking, for this 60-plus-year-old woman, the first black person that she was able to sit down at a table with and just say hi to. And not even like, not out of no racist nothing, just like, I've never met a person like you ever. So I have so many questions. I'm curious about who you are and what you are, and you know, where you come from. Give me story. And it was all nice and super polite, but it was one of those, like, she wasn't being racist. She was just fascinated. Like, what? You're from where? Okay. Okay. Can I? And she was even like she asked the question in such a tentative way of like, I don't want to offend him. I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to like say anything wrong, but can I ask questions? Because I've never met this kind of person before. So it's, I think, especially where I'm from, where it is mixed, and it had to have been because of what happened in the past, and other places where it was not mixed at all. Certain areas of South America, for example, where it is, no, these people never met those kinds of people before. Japan, these people never met those kinds of people before at all. And some of them will be xenophobic and be like, I don't want to meet anything new. And some of them are like, look, I just want to know more. Never had a chance to talk to a Japanese person from Okinawa? Can I talk to you and ask you questions about Okinawa and what it was like and what it is like? And are they different from us, really? Are they the same? And the funny thing is the more you get into cultures and other cultures, very, very different. Baseline stuff is actually the same all over the place. Baseline stuff is actually the same. That's the funny part about different cultures, is that you can have several different cultures, but the base and several different, like, how you feel about people and what you think life should be. But it's usually 9 times out of 10 is a baseline that every culture has of just like common decency and respect and things like that. Things like that. It's the politicians that screw that stuff up. Oops. Moving to Switzerland was when I first realized, like, I as an individual am not being well represented by my country. Because the amount of people who would ask me, did I vote for Trump or did I vote? Let me stop there. In college, I asked my German exchange roommates about how they teach will, because I had to know. And that's what I mean. And this is the funny part about it. As long as everything is approached with like respect and deference, then this dialogue like this ends up with people like me being like, oh, we ain't that different. Different languages. And yeah, there's different stuff, different foods and everything, but y'all foods rock out too. I love what y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just having conversation about like, yes, this is different and that's different and this is different and that's different. We say nonna, I say abuelita. You know what I mean? Like, different things, but at the end of the day, you know what Italian people and Latinos, Latinx have in common with, you know, some Southern black people and some Southern white people? And I've said this before on the stream and somebody brought it up. Everybody respects that slipper. Everybody respects that shoe. I, myself, never got a slipper / shoe spanking. Me and my sister, we were good kids. My mom never even had to reach. My grandma never even had to reach. However, everybody knows what it is. Everybody knows what it is. And that is coming from South America. I'm not, there are many, many, many different cultures in South and Central America. Hundreds, right? And they are all different. Same thing for the continent of Africa. There are many different countries and tons of hundreds, if not thousands of cultures. And. Italy, I mean, just one country. But, you know what I mean? Like, you take all them countries and all of them know if you reach for the shoe, it's a problem. If grandmama reached for the shoe, apologize. Don't run, because then it's gonna be worse. Don't you dare run. Don't you dare run. It's gonna be worse. Anyway, I hope this was a sufficient enough tangent for for Argent, a significant enough burst from the star. You know, that was one of the fun things I figured out over these 18 years being in Switzerland. And Zurich specifically, because you get a lot of different cultures here. It is that, yo, we're really, 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 really different, but we ain't different. All that learning, all that talking, all that conversation with all these people to figure out, we about the same. We about the same, ain't. Anyway. If only. Everybody agrees that certain factions of people in the Midwest can't cook. That's globally known, thanks to TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts. That's instantly known. Like, you guys have got to use some fresh food. Stop getting stuff out of cans and jars. You need to toss a vegetable in there every once in a while. Put some olive oil. Go old school. Put some lard in the pan if you got to. Toss in something green. You can cook collard greens with ham hock. I grew up on that, but you're gonna need some fresh vegetables in your life. You can make the fresh vegetables as unhealthy as you want, but you're gonna need some iron in you, bruh. I am back after a quick battle session, guys, and that I know about that is. Oh my goodness. Oh, the collard greens right now would be so good. I have not had collard greens, like true collard greens, and I didn't even have any when I went back to see my mom when she passed. I have not had like for real like yeah, Eddie Murphy. I forgot Eddie Murphy spoke on the high heel shoe. Of course he did. The boomerang. Ah! Let's go. Yeah, I forgot about. Oh my god, I forgot about it. I forgot about that. Oh, that's so funny. There's even a video, and you guys could try to look it up, of this woman, I think clearly from Central America, but it might be anywhere in the world, where she's standing on a dock, and there's an alligator or a crocodile, a big old MFer with a lot of teeth that looks like a dinosaur, coming up out of the water, and she's like, go away, go away. And then she pulls off her slipper and goes, whap. And the alligator's like, nah, and swims away. No doubt. It goes across species. You don't mess with the shoe. It goes across species. Please find that YouTube video, or please find that short and watch it. It's hilarious. I think you just have to put woman scares alligator or crocodile with slipper or something like that. And it's a really short 20-second video. It is hilarious. Alligator wanted no smoke. He wanted no smoke. Are we about to get through this now? Absolutely no smoke. We're close, but we're not going to make it. We're close, but we're not going to make it. And so then when it comes to something like this, you might actually want to talk about the game I've been streaming about for the last 2 hours. You might actually want to talk about it as opposed to culture, politics, shoes. I'm wondering, what's the flaw here? This is Strike, yeah. That's why Yadoichi's taking like the lead. I do have Aizen and I don't have Sanjin, which he would be probably replacing Aizen, albeit Aizen might still be better for this area. And we are, and I think I remember this being like right at the end, 3 bars left, and trying to think there is a way to get beyond this. And I don't know, because here's the thing, as much as they're going in or whatever, because of the benefits that they provide, I might be able to do this manually, because of the benefits that they provide to Yadoichi through their buffs, it's better than running Nemu. As a matter of fact, what I might do is like semi-auto this one. I looked at Yeezys for the first time today. Didn't see a cool design. I'll keep to my sketch. I never got into shoes like that, honestly. I'm not a fashion man either. So I say I stick traditional. We do the blue jeans, we do a t-shirt, maybe a superhero t-shirt. With suits and stuff, I just go to, well, I would go to like Italy and go get like the cut to fit, like off the, you get the fabric or whatever and you give it to the tailor and they cut it to fit you or whatever. Not quite tailored, but anyway. And I would go do that. But I'm not like, I try to keep it simple and basic and traditional because I feel like if I step out on anything crazy, y'all gonna pull my card immediately because I have no idea what I'm doing in that world. At all. Okay, let's try to semi-auto this one. Okay, Yadoichi's already in. We could run the ultimate, get us a few more stacks of ratio analysis, and then she comes back in. That's great. Let her do her work for a little bit before Aizen pops in with his battlefield skill. Actually, yeah, there we go. I was just about to hit it. He does his thing, and then we can pull Yadoichi back in immediately. We still have 6 ratio analysis, so we should be good for the moment. Feel like a basketball coach right now. Let's go ahead and get that going. Let's do that again. Okay, cool. Ratio analysis. Let's use his technique. Get some more stacks up for the next 25 seconds. If I learned an 1800 skill, I would do stone carving, blacksmithing. I'm grinding master level. Oh, I don't know. Like those people who said like they could live back in those days doing that stuff, I don't think I could have. I'm just gonna be real about it. I don't think I could have lived back in them days. No, everybody smell bad. Did people take baths once a month? No. I'm gonna need you to get in some water, homie. Captain Caveman, when he saw me sleep on a rock when I went fishing. I would call you caveman too. I would be like, you need to love yourself more. You should not be able to sleep on a rock. What are you doing at home? We need to talk. Sit down. You're my friend and I love you. Sit down. We need to talk. I just saw you sleep on a rock. Is something you want to tell me? What's going on? What's going on in here? What's going on in here? What's wrong? Why don't you love you enough? You know I love you, right? You know I love you, right? You know you're my homie, right? We can't have you sleeping on rocks and being comfortable with it. We can't do this. We can't do this. I care about you too much as a friend. We can't have this. No. I refuse. That sounds like some I grew up hard stuff. Child Protective Services had to come and get me. I'm comfortable sleeping on rocks. No, sir. No, sir. Oh my gosh. If my daughter walked up to somebody, one of my friends would be like, oh no, my pillow is a rock. Sure. They're going to call the cops. They gonna call the cops? Oh man, no man, just give me a lake and a mango tree with a straw hat. We'll survive. Shh. You better than me? Because unless that mango tree got Wi-Fi, we're gonna have problems. I don't even need it to be like for social media or anything. It's I want to do my Sudoku. I want to do chess. I want something. I need some kind of entertainment. My brain is unsettled, as Argent can attest to. Boy, sleeping on rocks. Okay. Okay. My dog doesn't even like sleeping on anything less than a pillow on top of a sofa. That's what she does. That is what she does. And then she starts to paw at the pillow when there's not a blanket over her, so I have to come over there and put a blanket on her. That's it. That is it. My dog doesn't even sleep on rocks. Like, help me. She would look at you like with disgust. Like, you want me to sleep on what? Excuse? Even on the patio, like my ex, even on the patio. She has like this soft cushion mat that she puts down on the patio outside so she can lay on that and then just lay in the sun. Dog. Yeah, we're not getting past this. This semi-auto did not work. Speaking of which, I gotta go take the pooch. I think I'll do it at 8:15, so another like 25 minutes I'll be on. And then I gotta go take her out. So I'm gonna do just past reset to see if I can hit 65k. This is not 65k, 65 player level. This is not going well. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's go. Come on. He's back in again. See? 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 Just stay on the screen. Just stay on the screen. And this is the frustrating part of it, actually. I don't need to learn that. I don't need to learn that because I will be in a hotel, sir. I don't need to learn that at all. I don't need to learn that at all, whatsoever. I will be in a hotel, sir. I'm complaining about my back and my neck as is. You want me to sleep on rocks? No. Y'all hear how my body's popping when I'm... See? You see that? You hear that back? Yeah, no. No. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Fine. We don't win. Okay. So this is where we're stuck. Something tells me though the second I hit level 65, I can take him up to level 90. This is no longer a problem. However, now it is. It is a problem. Also, I've made the executive decision that I do not care about Jin at all. In the sense of, I will get enough gotcha tickets to pull him when the time comes. Just to get one copy of. And I really want to keep pulling for Aizen. That is the decision. After all of this talk, conversation, consternation, all the other stuff, that is the conclusion I've come to. It's not necessary, and it's not like buying it. Although I do want to get this one deal for $1.50. That's even just enough for my Google Play tickets. That's not even that much. We can hide this real quick, right? Right. All right, so this is all Google Play credits now, so don't forget to answer those quizzes on the Google Play Store. Get free Google Play credits. Yay! But yeah, $1.50 ain't hurt nobody. Let's see. Bang, bang. So 5 tickets, 400 jade. Okay. And then I think I have enough to buy the jade outright too from the gotcha thing. He is my, this is, plus, worst case scenario, my guaranteed gotcha counter is up for when Jin comes out. Right. So, yeah, skip. Nada. But we do have more stamps here to where I could perhaps buy another 10. This is the funny part too. Under certain assumptions, I am going 100% all in under 5, not 10. But as I said, I'm making certain assumptions about Jin. Just not. It can't be possible that they're going to make him as good. How much premium jade do I have? I have 900 of them, but I'm going to wait on that because there's nothing here that's like 900. No, we'll wait. We will wait. See, 980, like just shy of that. Anyway, I'm making this assumption on Jin, and I really hope that I'm right. We'll just do one at a time here. Reset is in 6 minutes. Yes, we know, Ichigo, you're there. See, this is why I don't like doing this. Doing it this way. Or not just that reason, part of the reason. This is arduous and tedious. Alright, so now, even number, we're at 60. 20 more gotcha tickets, I get one more guaranteed Aizen. I have 6 days left on this event. I feel like I can get at least, well, I know I can get one more. Can I get 2 more? Yo, can I get 2 more? Can we do that? Can we do that? All these events are done. What's up, Sledgehammer? It's been a minute. What's up, Hammer? How you doing? By the way, my bad. Um, it's been a minute. Are you still on DC Worlds Collide? I get the distinct impression that most are not. You still listed as DC. Am I really? Oh, and Twitch. I need to change that. I need to change that in Twitch. That can go on my other adulting things to do. I wonder why they don't. Okay, well, anyway, that's fine. All right, thanks. I'm gonna change that. Yes, I'm at chapter 51. Chapter 51. Oh, chapter 51. Okay, so. Oh no, you mean chapter 51, main story of DC Worlds Collide? Aha. Gotcha. I'm like chapter 53 or something. I want to say 2 nights ago I did some progress. I like, oh, I haven't done the main story in a couple months. So I went ahead and like did some progress, but didn't stick with it that much longer. Let's see. Okay. Let's go back. I need to change that to Bleach. So, and this becomes an issue with Twitch. That isn't the same issue with YouTube. Is that with YouTube I just changed the title, and it's typically gonna be putting up the Bleach thing. I might need to check that on YouTube as well though, just to double check. Twitch, I have to like go through and change it in Twitch before it comes back. All there is now is building team for group battles. Is there? I mean, is there even that really? I mean, there was another digital universe. I didn't even look at that, and that used to be my favorite game mode. But they're so easy now that you just basically auto everything. I had to make it challenging. So, yeah. We'll see. The New Year's here, Monday, the 5th. Let's see if they do anything or announce anything over the course of January. I pulled for Killer Frost and didn't get her on like 80 tickets or something, and I wasn't even upset about it. I was just like, but whatever. I got like 4 other epics and then didn't get her, and I was like, yeah, whatever. It doesn't even upset me anymore. Like, that's the, I think that's the thing that they say about how to know that something's truly over. It's not whether you're mad, angry, upset, or yelling. It's that if you genuinely just stop giving up. Reset 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah, me other 100 pulls. Yeah, see, and the thing is that even with that guaranteed thing and the blah blah blah, I'm like, I'm not gonna go through all this trouble to get these other encrypted tokens to pull for Killer Frost, who I just don't give a damn about at this point, given how crappy your game has become. So yeah, that is that for me. I guess if DC Rose Claw does anything like impactful or significant. Sure, I'll make a video, but at this point, I kept trying to like say I'm still playing up this, and now it's just kind of like, nah, they don't care. They don't care enough about their game to put anything out or to communicate, so why should I care? All right, cool, done. Bleach. Oh my goodness, reset is in 1 minute. We can do this reset, 15 minutes of playing around and trying to get up to level 65, and then I go take out the pooch, and then tomorrow we will have... Yeah, no, tomorrow I'll be on. I don't know why I was so hesitant about it. I'll be on tomorrow. Come on, 1 minute. Come on, reset. We need you. What's up, Enzo? You been a minute for you too. Is this all because the DC Worlds Collide thing is up? Oh, well, no, because you're coming from YouTube, so you don't see the DC Worlds Collide bit. Oh, there's reset. Yay. Daily activity, there's 100 right there. We are trying to get as much operation report. This thing is just weird to me. I don't know. Claim. Whatever, dog. Bingo scratch off. We claim this, and we're going to go do the daily activity stuff. That's fine. And then combat training, this goes back to the stuff that I'm not doing yet. We get our free Spirit Jade. That's what's up. What's up, Lionel? Of course, and ask everybody else, I said this 10 minutes ago that I'm going to be off in about 20 minutes, and then everybody shows up. What's up, guys? Never fails. Never, ever, 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 ever fails. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and send enough gifts to all the friends. And now the question becomes, oh, and I also got to do my deploy real fast. Now the question becomes, you finally escaped DC Worlds Collide. Yeah, I'd still do it daily. That's what I was just telling Hammer. I still do it daily a little bit, but I'm not really trying. I guess I'm sticking around in case something happens, but it has fallen off so hard. And I feel like I wish, I asked Dorky Dad like on a stream one time about DC Worlds Collide, and he gave a very, and that's from an experience. Him and Mobile Gamer both jumped shark like the first month in. They thought it was good, they thought it was fun, and then they saw it and they jumped out. And they were right, 100% right, because that was a dumpster fire. Whatever happened to Marvel Mystic Mayhem? I feel like there was a huge push for that, and then I haven't heard word one since. I remember all the foolishness whenever I see Con. Con? What? I'm confused there. Yeah, so bad. So many of my league members are gone. Yeah. They don't do anything. The game is dead. They've already got Tapjoy on. So that's the telltale sign of a dying game, or one that's just going to sit in stasis for the next year doing absolutely nothing. Let's see. Oh, character. So right now, weapon 80, and I think I have Byakuya was the one that I was missing. Okay, that's fine. So all of them are level 80 on their weapons. So no farming there, except for Nemu, and we're gonna pull back on Nemu just a little bit. I saw something today that the game is about to be done. Marvel Mystic Mayhem 2. Yeah, okay. My group stayed together. Only reason I stayed. I could understand that. People in my league were just like dipping out, and I can't even say that I wasn't like I barely participated at a certain point. But there were certain complaints about Marvel Mystic Mayhem when it came out, how it was handled. DC Worlds Collide. Okay. Good thing I didn't, because I was somebody told me to jump from DC Worlds Collide to Marvel Mystic Mayhem. Nice to know that both of them died, so we were both wrong. Anyway, skills. And I need to put resources into somebody else. I've been doing way too much on Eisen. Let's go ahead and raid this up a little bit. Need 3 more. Raid. Need no more. Now, item exchange. Cool. Cool. Upgrade. Cool. Alright. That's that. And then the ultimate. I feel as though I should get a little bit more con now. We'll rate that a little bit. Return. I'm not gonna get 4,000. Ichigo stuffed animal that inhabits his body. Oh, that's right. But then wait, what are you talking about? Okay, I missed. I know con. I know like. What foolishness do you remember when you see con? That's the part that I'm missing. I know who Khan is. Yeah, they always are. They always, because I saw it happen with DC Legends. When DC Legends was dying, it was like a year from dying. And 2 years. Actually, they survived a little bit more after that. But Tapjoy is clearly one of those things that we're not getting enough revenue into the game. So we're going to get Tapjoy. You guys are going to go for these diamonds. And then we get paid because you're trying all this other stuff. Problem is the Tapjoy games, especially nowadays, suck. And so then players play it for a little bit, and then they don't complete the task. So they only get the money for the click, not the money for the like continued play, and then the other game gets more people. So they just have crappy games on there that you really don't want to deal with. and they're using that to try to generate revenue to look good in front of their bosses because they have failed that game and they're trying to save their jobs. So let's get another extra revenue source in there. Doesn't work. By the time you put Tapjoy into a game, you know it's dying. I know Marvel Strike Force doesn't have Tapjoy, but I'll tell you this right now. I haven't played Raid Shadow Legends in 5 years? 4 years? I'm betting they don't have Tapjoy. Oh, that Ichigo skin. That's right. Thank you, C-Dot. I don't know how good the former developers were either, because if they were so good, then the game would have been well developed and alive now. So I have no idea who was good in this scenario, and it's just overall fail to me. There's no heroes in this. I guess is the best way for me to put it. Ready. Raid is 40 now? Wait, what you mean? Then item exchange. Cool. Let me go get this Ichigo skin. Fanculo. Let me go get this Ichigo skin right fast. Okay. So we'll burn through this. We'll get the Ichigo skin. And then we'll call it a video. These events are easy. I don't know what, I guess those are just the next ones coming. But these events have not changed much. It's not even like a roster check. It's really just like a daily do your work check. It's all about investors, community be damned. Yeah, and guess what? You say investors, community be damned, and then your game doesn't work out, and then the investors are screwed, and the community's pissed, and your company dies. Because this is one of the things I'm trying to teach my daughter as well, is that she's finding all these games, these mobile games, and first thing I said was, check the developer. Check the developer, because Scopely, for example, and I do have like a little bit of contact because it was content creator for me. You can like them, hate them, they do their job, they do it well. The game is a good game and it's been around for damn near a decade. So Scopely, that would be one of those ones. GLU, Glue, I think is what they're called. They're another one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, she's playing football FC 2026 or whatever. EA Sports, Electronic Arts. Good developer. You know what I mean? Like, I'm teaching her to start looking at developers and not just the games, because she'll see some game that looks cool, has animals in it. She clicks on it, it's trash, and it's a buggy thing. And I'm like, see, you got to learn how to look at what is behind the scenes of the game itself. So, if the developers do their job right, if management of the game do their job right, and think about the community first, the investors get their money. Former developers got poached by Marvel to create Marvel Snap. And isn't Marvel Snap doing well, from what I understand? Marvel Snap popped off right as DC Legends was dying, and I almost went to it, then I didn't. Daily Task gives you 2,000. The main and DC Worlds collide. That might have been a developers leaving because of the whole management side of things. Because it's one of those, you have let's just say CEO, it's more complicated than that, but let's say you have a CEO at the top, and then you have all the management and everything down below that's creating the game and everything else. If they are, like the WB has been for mobile gaming, and they're like, you know what, forget this, we're just going to go over there and create a better game and have fun, and get the actual resources, and not have to fight you guys every day to get just basic stuff so we can make this game, then you leave. And now, because you thought that you could do this without the workers and that the nerds were just going to spend money on whatever you put in front of them so long as it has Batman stamped on it, we leave too. Because guess what? Other options. And even if there weren't other options, I ain't got to put up with your nonsense. This was something that I said, and you should not say this in an argument. You should not say this in an argument with your partner. But I did. And it comes from a Method Man song, Breakups to Makeups. I can be happy about, and I'm changing it. Yeah, the, about a glitch and they changed it. So I don't know what that means. I like Mr. Squirrel too. What does that mean? I could be happy by my damn self. Like before I play a game that I feel like is taking advantage of me is grabbing at my pockets and I can just not play that game. Play some other game. And if there are no other video games around, I'll play Sudoku or chess before I'll play your crappy game that's trying to steal money out of my wallet. Dude. Is Mr. Squirrel still doing DC Worlds Collide content actually? I'm curious about that. Because I'm wondering how many content creators have like, sup Shogun, you come in with the last like 5 minutes to go. Because I'm curious about like content creators that have left. I kind of organically left, meaning like I just kind of like fewer and fewer and fewer videos, and then other games, and then presenting other games, Kaiju number 8 and other stuff, because I was just, there was nothing there in DC Worlds Collide. I was saying the same stuff over and over again. And then it just kind of transitioned into like, this is, they don't give a damn either. They don't even update their website. So, why am I doing that? Anywho, we are about to get the Ichigo Shikai skin, and I'm curious what it looks like. Do need to do the dailies. 3 minutes to go. I mean, I'm being so like precise on 8:15, but trying to give myself a little strict rule so I don't stick around forever. Bet. So I think now I should have enough of the Ichigo skin. I think I just did 4 of those daily battles, right? Right. 2,000. Ichigo's new skin. You better be good. You best be good. Even though this is for an Ichigo I don't even use. And it's probably more beneficial for me to get these corridor keys. I can still get these in the next 2 days. So we'll do this now. Oh, that's solid. I do like that skin. I do like that skin. I do like that skin. Let's see what that looks like on Ichigo. Am I gonna? I'm not gonna. Am I gonna have to develop Ichigo? Shikai. Ascend. Wait, no. Ah, there we go. The hanger. That might be it. Oh, I like this though. This is cold. I like that. Best devs are usually Korean cause they fold under pressure for play. Hey, and here's the thing too. Part of being a good developer is ignoring the community at certain times. Because, and there's one content creator I know, and I just don't, I even put like not interested, do not show him on my YouTube. Because anything that happens in that game, he finds something to bitch about. Sorry, complain about. And it's obnoxious. Bro, just don't play games. Just don't play games. Because all you do is find things to complain about. And there are plenty of things to complain about. But like, yo, I'm having a good time. We're going to equip this. But damn it, I don't use Shikai. But I love this though. Fudge. Oh. But yeah, if you fold under the pressure of players, no players agree. Because the whales want it to be, give me everything now with monies. And then the free-to-play are like, why are you letting the whales get so much? And there has to be a balance because you need the whales to pay a lot of the bills, but you need the free-to-play so that the whales can feel like they're lording something over a group of people. And then the free-to-play need to feel like they have a chance and actually have a legitimate chance to compete with the whales so long as they manage their resources correctly. If you have an imbalance in any of that stuff, you lose the free-to-play community if you're trying to cater to the whales too much. Which then means that the whales don't care anymore because then who are they lording over? Nobody. There's only 100 of them. And the 2 million people that play, not 2 million, but you know what I mean, have left because they don't feel like they can get any fun out of it. If you cater to free to play too much and the whales don't feel like they have any advantage, then you've lost about 50 to 75% of your revenue because the whales do make up that much money versus free to play. If you contribute 0 and these people are paying $5,000 a month to play this game, and then they leave because they feel like there's not enough benefit, then you have a free-to-play community that's not contributing, you put in Tap Joy, your game dies. You can't listen to you can't listen to all the community, because if you do, your game is going to be severely imbalanced in one way or another, and it won't survive because it won't generate any revenue. Free to play needs to be happy, slightly frustrated. Whales need to be happy, slightly frustrated. Compromise means that everybody's a little bit unhappy. You know what I mean? Push them together. There's going to be complaining, but just make sure that complaining rises to a level 4, not a level 8. And then you're good to go. So I made that sound so easy, as if it's not like a billion things. This is such a cool skin. I made that sound so easy, like I just have all the answers to everything. I walk around with it as my avatar daily now. He just like, but you have Bankai. Yeah, I know, but still though, the Shikai skin is what's up. All right, when he went to Soul, yeah, I stopped watching that Squirrel Con after he had a crash out. Well, this after he got beat up in the Soul Society. Oh yeah, this is okay. I wonder why BSR is on a great track. It is. But I said that about DC Worlds Collide, so we're gonna keep their great track for me right now. Is good content, good PVE content. Sorry if the PvP is coming. And they communicate very, very well. They communicate so well. I hear this theme music when I see the skin. This is an awesome skin though. I can't rotate it. It's an awesome skin though. I like it. I kind of want to play with this skin though, but I need to leave. What is a thumbs up for? Oh, development tips. Oh. Huh. You know, I have never looked at that. I have never looked at that. You can remove it. Uh-huh. Huh. Huh. I've never once looked at that. Do I have any more? No, but you know what we finna do? Don't tell nobody. Bet. I know y'all hate it when I do that. At least the free-to-plays do. We'll rate one more because only one is required. We go here. We upgrade that. That's what's up. So now, dadgummit. The exchange is free, right? Okay. Let me check what other daily stuff I need to do real fast. And now it's time for me to go take out the pooch. See, this is what I didn't want to have happen. Bet. Cool. That gave me a lot of XP. Not level 65 worth of XP though. We are still about 1,500 short. So by tomorrow, I should be level 65. By tomorrow, I should be level 65. I brought Ichigo, Toshihiro, and Aizen's core stamps. No love in the core stamp corridor. I think I pulled, well, okay. You're about to be mad at me. I can't stop pulling his core stamp. I've gotten it 4 times. I can't stop. Every time I go in, I get his core stamp. And I got Toshihiro's 1 time. That was it. And I was happy about it. And I was actively pulling for it. His and excuse me, Aizen's. And I went ahead and bought Aizen's, and I lucked up on Toshihiro. So do some raising a few minutes. Yeah, that's the next step. But right now, the next step is I gotta go take the pooch out. So thank you guys for joining me. This has been fun. It's been a lot of fun. I will be back on tomorrow with the idea that I will be level 65. So then I will have the adventure to take care of. I will then also have the weekly, the battle rewind to also take care of tomorrow. And try to improve this score. That's what I've been waiting on. I think I can improve my score from this by getting to this difficulty. So we will see. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a good night. Ciao.